It's the Machine of Nonsense, episode 88, and we're talking August, everything that's coming in August. It is the end of July already, July 30th as we record this, man, that flew by. The summer, it is a-passing. I'm your host, Eric, joined as always by Kayla.
Hey.
And foreign correspondent coming from Australia today on the production side of Bluey Season 4, it's Michael Nelson.
G'day, mate.
He's deep inside the production of Bluey Season 4. We'll hear all about it coming up on our episode. But before we get to that, what have we been up to? We've all seen Nope. I think let's get that out there. We're not doing a spoiler cast or anything, but I think I loved it. Mike, I don't think you loved it.
Oh, no. Nope.
And Kayla, where are you at on Nope?
I'm right in the middle of that. I think walking out of it, I was left unsatisfied.
Yes.
But Eric and I have listened to a couple podcasts, which elaborating on it can make you appreciate it more. So I'm like, okay, I need to watch it again.
Yeah, I think when we left, you were already kind of like, I wanna check that out again. I want to watch that again. Pretty much right when we were leaving.
Yeah, there were things I didn't quite grasp in the moment, but could grasp on a second go around.
Think you'll watch it again, Mike?
I would, yeah. I don't think it's a bad movie per se. It's where Get Out is like a great idea and a great execution all the way through, and Us, I think, is similar to Nope. It's half a great idea, and it's not executed all the way through. That's how I felt coming out of this. A lot of things just didn't make sense to me. Some really great moments like that could come up at the end of the year, I think, but it's just like why did they do that? Wait, what was the point of that? A lot of that going through my head in the theater. So,
yeah, there was like a running subplot that looked really cool in the movie, but I still, even after having it kind of explained to me in podcast form after the fact, I still didn't quite understand why it was there. But cool images, like you said, some stuff that might be talked about later on in our Nonsense of the Year awards later on. But I was super hyped, and I was like satisfied with what I got. Maybe not blown away or anything else. I said I loved it. I think it's in that same, you compared it to Us, and like it falls in the same boat for me. Like Get Out is top tier, and then like Us and Nope for me are kind of in the same kind of lower tier, but I enjoyed both of them quite a bit.
I actually like Us the most of the three, even though I think Get Out's like a better movie. Us just had like just a great performance from Lupita and just great moments, and I don't know. I think about that movie all the time, whereas Get Out and Nope probably not so much.
Makes sense. Where is it on your hierarchy, Kayla? I don't know if we talked about that of the three.
I'm probably Get Out, Us, and Nope at this point.
Gotcha. Yeah. That seems like what it's trending to on like Rotten Tomatoes and for most people, I think that's kind of.
I think I've only seen Us once as well, and I would watch that again.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I might have only seen it once as well. We probably
I saw it in the theater and haven't revisited it, but I'd like to.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, hopefully we'll get plenty more from Jordan Peele. I think Nope is doing very well, so it was the biggest budget he's ever been given, and I think they're getting some returns on it, so hopefully he gets to keep making cool stuff. I don't know. I think it's just, I got season tickets for Jordan Peele, so that's...
I'm not selling my tickets at all, but I'm 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 maybe shopping around a little bit.
You've had an interesting year with like Robert Eggers kind of disappointing a little bit, maybe Jordan Peele disappointing a little bit. Taika, right. Maybe Alex Garland when you eventually see Men, that'll be the one.
I hope so. Did you guys get an Oppenheimer teaser before?
Yes.
We did, yeah.
That one really threw me off because I'm like, why? Because it every trailer gets like a rated blah 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 pending or something like that. The little splash screen or whatever. And Oppenheimer didn't, so I thought Nope was starting.
Yeah,
and I'm like, what is this shit?
Barn's on fire
right now. But that looks like something,
Nolan,
Our future
man.
Magneto in there.
Yes, Cillian Murphy, Oppenheimer. I'm excited. It's like the 8th film or something Cillian Murphy and Christopher Nolan have done together, so they've got a good rapport. Big fan. I'm excited. Once again, season tickets for Nolan. I just saw a poster with like all of the a poster of posters. I think it's his birthday, maybe today or yesterday. Christopher Nolan. And I've seen every one of his films. So that's cool. At least every film that was on that poster. It's like
I'm sorry.
15. I have enjoyed every single one of them.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yes. To varying degrees. I mean, I still don't understand Tenet, but it's a lot of cool pictures, What else? What else we've been checking out? How about you, Mike? What you been into lately?
On the game side, I've been playing a lot of Into the Breach. There's a big update for that. The real best game of 2018.
Ooh.
Sorry, God of War and Red Dead. That is a kind of a tactical strategy game by Subset Games, makers of FTL. And I've been playing that on Switch. They added like a bunch of new. That game is it's like a grid-based kind of thing, and these like kaiju are attacking the Earth, and you are sent down with like a team of mechs. There's all different types of mechs that you get to pick. Some of them can shoot long distance. Some you have to get in close, and they do like a judo throw and kill like a kaiju and stuff. And some create like smoke to like cancel enemies' attacks. And it's just great. It's an excellent game. Been playing a lot of that again.
It's got like a similar to like Final Fantasy X, right? Where you kind of see where each of the characters are gonna act. Like a sequence kind of thing, right?
Yeah, you know that the enemies are going to attack a building or attack one of your crew, and you can see where enemies are going to pop up on the next turn. So you have all that info, and you get a turn with each of your mechs to try and stop as much collateral damage as possible. And it's great. It's a perfect game.
Was that a free update?
Yep.
Oh wow, nice.
They're weird about like just years after a game comes out, they'll just here's a bunch more stuff. So
how great is that?
Yeah. I've been also playing Stray. Still haven't finished it, even though it's a pretty short game. Have you guys started that at all?
Haven't. We're deep in the Lego mines. We'll get to that.
But we're deep.
Right.
We are deep.
That game's pretty cool. I think you guys are gonna dig it. A lot of awesome cat charm in that. That's like you play a cat in like a post-apocalyptic robot world, and you have a little robot friend that's able to like decipher and speak to the other robots and stuff, and progress the story along. And it's just really fun to kind of just hop along all the buildings in the world, and you can ride in a bucket like a zip line and stuff. And,
nice.
If you want a certain robot to open the door, you can scratch at the door and stuff like that. There's a lot of cool little quirks like that. And
PS5 on that one?
Yeah, I'm playing on PS5. I upgraded to not the extra tier, but the middle tier, which I believe is the premium tier. And man, there are a lot of games that they give you in that. If I hadn't played so much of the stuff that they've offered on that, I would say it's a better value than Game Pass.
There's like Bloodborne and stuff, right, on there?
It's got like every Assassin's Creed, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Death Stranding, Bloodborne, Last Guard, pretty much everything Sony's released on PS4 and some PS5 stuff. Like the Demon Souls remake is on there as well. There's a ton of indie stuff on there. Like Tower Fall's on there, and just ton of great content on there. And I feel good about the upgrade.
Oh yeah,
Haven't gone
that soon.
The classic, the extra tier, because it's not a lot there at the moment. They're gonna keep
satisfied with
for that.
The mid tier.
Yeah, because it was like $20, an extra 20 to upgrade or so, and that's how much Stray is. So I was sold on that.
Right. Eric's been talking about doing that too.
Yeah, that might be our next game once we get out of the Lego world.
It's cool. I've heard it's really short, like less than 5 hours. I'm probably halfway and just haven't had the time to put the finishing touches on that.
Nice.
On the TV front, I found out that I finished the first season of The Old Man. I didn't know that I had. It kind of just it ends on episode 7.
Oh wow. Okay.
So like last night, I'm like, all right, episode 8. Let's do it. And Hulu didn't have an episode 8. So I look it up, like, no, that was the finale, huh? So I'll have to wait to see how that tale ends. I like that show. It kind of, there's a lot of just people monologuing the same kind of stuff you already know a little bit, like John Lithgow and Jeff Bridges and stuff. They're just kind of recycling shit you already know sometimes. And there's like it does these things with flashbacks where it'll be a flashback, but there'll be like a character that shouldn't be in the flashback talking to that character like from another time. It's a little confusing that way, but it's cool. It's cool. And on the movie front, I watched half of The Gray Man.
Oh, okay. That good.
It was just like bedtime. Couldn't get it all the way through. I want to watch the other half. I was digging it.
I liked it a lot.
My only thing that I could say is I just wish that it looked better.
Oh.
There's a really cool like set piece at the beginning that just looks like shit CGI, and it makes it look like just really fake and bad, I thought.
Interesting.
With the fireworks and stuff at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like, man, Chris Evans is like a really good bad guy, like we thought. Gosling still charming as fuck. Gosling, good Billy Bob in there. I'm excited to finish that. You both liked it a lot, or?
I did.
Yeah, definitely.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I thought everything you said it pretty much hits. This I didn't catch the bad CGI necessarily, but
there's a lot of it from what I saw.
Oh man, just because
I was too distracted.
One of the things I definitely appreciated about it was it, coming up to it, they talked up the budget a lot. It's like a $200 million movie or something for Netflix. I'm sure a lot of that's the stars, but like, I thought like the action scenes and stuff like that, for the most part, just like I felt the budget. I felt like, oh, this is a Mission Impossible type, movie, a Bond or something, where like, okay, yeah, this the choreography, the gunplay, all the explosions, car chases, all of that, like felt like not a Netflix movie necessarily. So yeah, But yeah, Evans is great. I think he kind of steals the show a little bit. I was so on Gosling. And I think one thing that I mentioned when we finished it was Ana de Armas gets to just be a cool, badass secret agent woman, and she doesn't have to be like an object in any. Like she's not a love interest. She's not a like anything like that. She's just a badass. She could have been a dude, but she's a woman. And I thought she was really great. Might be my favorite thing I've seen her in so far. I don't know. What did you think, Kayla?
I agree. You kind of said it all. Mike hasn't watched to the end of the movie, so
right. Yeah.
Yeah. This is better than Bond for me.
The sequel, so I believe so.
Yeah, it I feel like it could fit. They introduce a lot of characters that could go forward and stuff like that. I think the one thing that I like, the one criticism I would have is like Ryan Gosling's character's backstory kind of felt real superfluous. Like it just felt like it didn't need to be. He's got the Suicide Squad like background, like, oh, he's in prison for the rest of his life or something, but instead become a superhero, essentially.
Rewind, because we thought we missed like some important dialogue at the beginning, and it turns out now it's just like kind of brushed under the rug. Like
they touch on it a couple more times throughout the film, but I didn't feel like it. Like you could have just said, "Oh, he's a super spy, like he's James Bond," and that's fine.
It made super sense to me.
Okay, well,
it's just part of it.
It is, yeah. It didn't do anything specific for me. I didn't feel like, the same way I do feel about to use the Suicide Squad for example or something. Like that's kind of a cool concept. In this one, it didn't do anything for me, I guess.
Another movie I saw and really enjoyed was On the Count of Three. Which we talked about a couple release calendar episodes ago.
Yeah.
This is the Gerard Carmichael directorial debut, I believe. He also stars in it, the comedian. And just two friends who make a suicide pact one day, and one of them kind of backs out at the last second, says, I need a day. I just need a day, I need to, get some stuff off my sheet, and it's just really well done, I thought. Like, cool indie flick. Carmichael plays like the straight man of the two, and it's real funny at times. I think it balances the humor and the seriousness of the plot really well, and I recommend it. I thought it was great.
Excited. You had to like rent that one, right?
Yeah, I think it was like $4 on Prime.
Oh, nice. Always down for $4.
Totally worth it. Totally worth it. What have you guys been up to?
Ozark.
Lego.
Yeah, we'll get to Lego. But we've started Ozark. We're what, like 6 episodes in, Kayla?
Yeah.
On the
They're
first
long.
season. They are long. Yeah, that's the one thing. I guess going from like Barry, which kind of sort of has a similar like overall tone and stuff like that. Ozark, I guess, is a little less jokey than Barry, but like those 30-minute episodes for Barry are just like that really nice sweet spot. These are like 50+ minute episodes on Ozark, and it's a little much, but I really like Jason Bateman as an actor. In this, he's doing the same thing he kind of always does, and I normally like it, kind of his like deadpan, like sarcastic tone kind of thing that he has, like cool and collected, just making little like under his kind of under his breath jokes and stuff like that.
Arrested Development.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, but like as a guy on the run from like a drug cartel and in these incredibly like dangerous, stressful situations, sometimes it comes off as like nonchalance to me, and it's a little grating sometimes because I'm like, God, if I was in that situation, I don't know. I don't think I could joke, but yeah.
When I first heard about the show years ago, like when it first started, and it's like Bateman and a Breaking Bad, like that's I don't know.
That is what it is.
You don't sound like you're a big fan, Kayla.
Well, it is exactly like, oh, this is really like Breaking Bad, huh? And they're long.
Yeah.
I'm in it. I'm not cutting out, but yeah. I need a little something extra in my movies about shitty people or shows about shitty people. Like, like I like Mare. I like True Detective. Those are shitty people in shitty situations, but there's something else. There's the mystery, solving that I'm like, okay, into. But when we're just watching these terrible fucking people be terrible to each other.
Yeah, it is very much that.
Yeah. I'm usually game for that. I don't know. I just you give me some good dialogue, some funny, jokes mixed in there. Good actors. I'm usually down for that.
Yeah, we started because it just recently wrapped on the fourth and final season. So now we can kind of binge it, and that's what we've been doing. We did like 6 episodes in basically like two sittings, I think. But yeah, maybe not the easiest watch, but maybe Kayla will cut out at some point, and I'll just keep going. I don't know. We'll see. I do get the there is a lack of like a central mystery right now. It's the central mystery is just like, okay, how are these people gonna get out of this wild situation that they're in? Yeah. So it has been a little convenient, I would say, like the situations right from the get-go, like, oh, they wind up in this, what you think is just like this podunk kind of town or whatever else, but there is already like a well-established seedy underbelly of like...
drug cartel.
Like drug crime and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, that's a little convenient for the story, but I'm sticking with it.
I guess there's one in every town.
Right. Yeah, maybe there's somewhere in our town just a giant poppy farm. Who knows? Lego. So we've mentioned it a couple times. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga came out a little earlier this year. We got it. We're playing it on PS4. Had to wipe off the old PS4 recently. We haven't been really using it. We'll be using it for Stray soon. Yeah, oh yeah. It looks good. It plays good. It's super charming. They do this thing where anytime there would be like violence, not that like the Star Wars movies or anything are super, super graphic or anything else, but anytime there would be violence, they kind of put the characters in a twist situation where they don't actually like where they would have been like stabbed or shot or something, they fall off the side of a cliff or something, and they do it in these just like funny cute ways. And we're playing
Django's not getting his head cut off.
No, I think it like happens off screen or something. I'm trying to think how they did that, but I think something fell on him, right, Kayla? Did a monster fall on Django or something?
I think so.
Yeah, they've done a lot of that. Like, instead of someone, getting, like, cut up by a lightsaber, it's like, oh, a Rancor fell on them or something, It's fun. But it's all 9 movies. We're on The Force Awakens right now. We're doing them in chronological order, I guess you'd call it. So we started at episode 1, and we're up to episode, 7 at this point. And
almost there.
Yeah. How you liking it, Kayla? We're playing co-op.
I like it. I like some of the you have to come back here when you have finally gotten an Ewok. I don't know if I'll go back and do that, but I enjoy at the time running around the maps and trying to figure out how to collect the cubes as much as possible, but some of them you're just like, yep, well, can't do that.
You have to get the gold bricks, Kayla. You have to get.
How do I get the gold bricks?
They're blue in this
gotta,
one. They're
you got to
blue.
take the Ewok to the spot and throw a spear or something. Or,
There are those big giant gold ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, there are different.
I haven't played this. A lot of the older Lego games, it was like, there's this brick in every level, and there's this, and there's like a checklist of all the stuff you have to get, and once you have all those, you can unlock all the characters, and you unlock cheat codes and all that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah, there's like 1,200 bricks.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's insane. A lot of them are very easy to get. They're just like, oh, how do I climb that tree? Okay, I got to find, a couple handholds here and stuff.
Grapple place over here.
Right. Yeah. And what character is the best? Because you can hot swap characters for the most part.
Once you've discovered them.
Right. And they're broken into like 10 different kind of classes. So there's like villains, Sith, Jedi, scoundrels, and like each of those classes has like a special thing about them. Like the scavenger, which like Rey is in, and like the Ewok, the Wicket the Ewok and stuff, a Tusken Raider are all in that. They have like tools that they can use. So you just like build a net shooter that like allows you to climb up walls that you wouldn't be able to climb up normally and stuff like that. And the Jedi obviously have like Jedi mind tricks and can lift stuff with the Force and whatnot. And it's very Metroidvania in that sense, where like you get to a certain place, you see something, and you're like, oh, I don't have a Jedi that I can use right now. I know I can come back to this place or something and switch into Obi-Wan, and then I can move this whatever thing. But it's huge. Like Kayla said, there's like 1,200 bricks to find, and they're kind of like a currency for upgrades and for a lot of other things that you can do, unlocking characters and things of that nature. And but they recreate the whole Star Wars saga really well. You get to see all the characters. They recreate. They change some of the dialogue here and there to be just a little more like humorous and things. So a lot of Anakin Sand jokes.
How is the voice cast? Do they get pretty good sound-alikes, or is it?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple.
This is the first one I think with full voice acting, which surprised me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the other ones would just be like a mumbly, like, like they wouldn't speak.
Oh, this is full, like, lines from the movies.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And there
was a lot more physical humor to get the story through in the older ones.
Yeah, that makes sense. Billy D. Williams came back for Lando, so he's cashing those Lego checks. But yeah, I was looking through the cast list, and there's like what's his name? Fred Tascatore, I think is his name. He's in a lot of stuff. No, he's a voice actor in a lot of like animated stuff, and I think a lot of Star Wars stuff for that matter. And what's his name? John DiMaggio, right? Like Bender and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a decent cast. I saw a lot of voice actors that I know. I heard someone who sounded like Troy Baker, but I didn't see Troy Baker in the voice cast. But yeah, a lot of good sound-alikes. And in Lando's case, actual Lando. Yeah, what else, Kayla? Did we miss anything? We're doing Lego, we're doing Ozark. We saw Nope. What else we had recently?
We're up to date on What We Do in the Shadows. Yeah,
we just checked that out. There's like 4 episodes at this point of What We Do in the Shadows. It's fun. Naja's opened up a vampire club, and everything that entails. It's fun.
I'm gonna catch up on that show someday.
Now those are an easy watch. Like those are like 25-minute episodes, and they're just on Hulu and super easy. Yeah, they let like season 3 now? 4? Do you know, Kayla?
I think this is 3.
3. So season 2 left on like somewhat of a like a cliffhanger that like, they're breaking all these characters up and stuff and whatnot, and yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe they all come back together. I don't know. But,
probably didn't know they were going to have another season. I mean, that's always a sketchy thing in the life of shows.
Yeah, it kind of did feel like at the end of season 2 it could have ended. Like it could, like they could have, like they set it up where like, if this is where it ends, that's fine. But season 3 is cool. Season 3's been fun.
That's all I can think of.
Yeah, I think that is it. That awkward moment. That was a movie.
We already talked about that.
Did we? Okay, cool. Then
Miles Teller, Michael B. Jordan, and Zac Efron.
Oh yeah, we did mention it in the X-Men
talk.
Yeah, a lot of X-Men talk. Good stuff.
Enough of the old stuff.
Let's talk August.
Soon?
Yes, let's do it. August, folks. Maybe not like a super wide list, but a super long list. I think there's a lot of stuff in August that is pretty interesting. There's one on here that I am super excited about. We've talked about before, but anyway, let's get into August, guys. Starting it off, there's two things that I know about Mike. He likes frogs and the Second Amendment. And this is the game. This is a game for him. Frogun. Frogun?
No one's taken my Frogun from my hands. All right, let me tell you. Yeah, Frogun's coming out real soon. This was at the Wholesome Games Direct a month or two ago, and it just looks cool. It has like that PS1 demake kind of style going for it. It looks a lot like Mega Man Legend. And you're just like this girl adventurer with a frog gun, and you use it to grapple onto stuff or pull blocks that you need or attack enemies with it. And it looks neat.
And it's coming August 2nd to PC and the PlayStation consoles, I think. PS4 and PS5. Is that right?
Things coming everywhere.
Yeah, I think it's PS4 and PS5.
Everything? Okay. Cool. Yeah, that PS1 aesthetic. We watched the trailer this morning, and it just looks fun, and it looks wacky. You know, you can like attach the things with the gun and everything. Looks very much. I mentioned like it's Crash Bandicoot. Like, oh, okay, cool. It's like it's a fun Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, it's like super high res PS1. It looks nice. It doesn't look like exactly
right.
Yeah. But it definitely makes you feel that.
Oh yeah. They know what they're doing.
It's so funny that like that's fully considered like a retro art style now, like a PS1. That just blows my mind.
Retro when it came out.
Well, yeah, sure. I don't know, man. People looked at Final Fantasy VII and it blew their minds at one point.
Not mine.
So that's August 2nd, Frogun. The next day, August 3rd, coming to Hulu, we're getting Reservation Dogs Season 1. That was a show we talked quite a bit about last year during the Naughties. Got a couple awards from us. Another Taika-produced joint. I don't know.
It was just such a fun breath of fresh air show. It just kind of came out of nowhere. The second season has kind of come out of nowhere for me. Like, I can't believe it's here so soon, and excited just to be back with those characters again. It looks like the gang's kind of split up now, of course, a little bit, and they're kind of on some tough sledding. Some of the characters, it looks like. Yeah, you know, shit ass. Yeah, that's a
shit ass.
You were a little, maybe more lukewarm on the first season, Kayla. Is there anything in season 2 that you're like kind of expecting or looking for?
Good question. I guess I would say I was lukewarm on it. Just something a little more, like season 1 was more revealing about why they were doing things. So I think they need to move forward, and now we'll be like in the present. So it'll be interesting.
That's a good call. Yeah, it was kind of emotional at a lot of times, you know, dealing with.
Yeah.
So maybe this will be more fun and funny. Good stuff. So that's Reservation Dogs Season 2 coming to Hulu August 3rd. The next day, just throwing it out, Paramount Plus, August 4th, Mike Judge's Beavis and Butthead. Don't search YouTube for just Beavis and Butthead. You won't find this, folks. It's you'll get Beavis and Butthead do the universe, you'll get the original Beavis and Butthead, but no, this is Mike Judge's Beavis and Butthead. What looks to be just a continuation, a new couple of episodes in the Beavis and Butthead saga. You were a Beavis and Butthead guy, right, Mike, growing up?
Yeah, just for the simple fact, it was kind of like South Park was the same way for me. It was just like everyone talks about it and like, ooh, it's just like kind of adult cartoon, and I don't know that I really liked it, but I watched it a lot and I just felt like I was getting away with something, I got MTV kind of late. So but they were still showing like tons of reruns of it and stuff. So I think I probably watched every episode of that fucking thing.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Kayla. Sorry.
I was too young for it. It kind of, I know of it. I know that when I would go to my cousin David's house, it was probably going to be on or like a reference would be made. But that is pretty much as far as my Beavis and Butthead knowledge goes.
I had my Cornholio and impersonation down pat. I did a good Cornholio. And what's really cool is they're going to be doing like the whole music video kind of satire thing again with updated kind of artists. And I believe they're releasing the old show with the music video stuff back in because that was like a whole licensing disaster with that.
Man.
So that was like the best part of that show was them riffing on, Mr. Bombastic from Shaggy or something like that, or Sex Bomb by Tom Jones, something like that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have Paramount Plus. This one's probably not gonna make me sign up for it. But it's cool to see Mike Judge out there. Still.
Yeah, and if this does well, we might get our King of the Hill.
That's happening. That's gonna happen.
Well, not if Beavis and Butthead fails. You got to get Paramount Plus, man. You got to do it.
Nah.
August 5th is a bunch of stuff. It is chock full of nuts here. I'm going to start with the Sandman because we've already talked about it a little bit. Coming to Netflix. This was kind of a highlight of their Netflix Geeked, actually 2 years in a row. It was originally announced last year at Netflix Geeked, and then they showed like kind of some of the first images and trailers and stuff. We're summer.
On day 75 of Geeked. I don't know why you're speaking in the past.
You're right.
It's still going.
It is always Geeked Week. It's Geeked Millennium or something. Yeah, so that's coming to Netflix on August 5th, based on the Neil Gaiman graphic novels, right? These were graphic novels, I think, or cool concept. Just I love anything with dreams, and this seems super trippy. I mean, it follows a character who literally can manipulate the dreams of all existence, all people, and everything else, and it's going to introduce like a rogues gallery of other kind of concepts like that, the concept of death personified and things of that nature. So looks like it's going to need a big budget, a lot of good CGI, a lot of maybe good practical effects. Hopefully Netflix ponied up because like the concept is so big. We'll see, but I'm excited. I think you said you were pretty excited for this one, Mike, right?
It looks cool. I watched that most latest trailer and it's kind of like, wait, what's going on here?
That's how I feel.
What? The bad guy, the dude from Logan with the robot hand, I think he's like the main villain in this, and he seems cool. I'm all about like he's got those cool round sunglasses, those Sarah Connor glasses, and yeah, a character has those. I'm all in for that. So.
And John Lennon's angry at you.
Sarah Connor would whoop John Lennon's ass.
I think someone did it for her. All right. Also, August 5th, we've talked about it. Prey coming to Hulu. This is getting some buzz. I felt like this was super under promoted. It's a new Predator movie, like a new concept and everything else. These movies used to be, even though generally speaking, they were pretty bad for the most part. Like the Alien versus Predators, or even like the Adrian Brody Predators. Those movies, like, that was all you heard about in as those movies were coming out and stuff, commercials and ads and stuff like that. This one kind of, I feel like a lot of people aren't even familiar with the fact that it's coming out, but we talked about it in the last episode, I think, or a recent episode. Set in,
they did a screening at Comic-Con for it.
Yeah, you could literally watch it. That's great. Set in a Native American community a couple hundred years ago. I think it was said that it was like a Comanche community or something. Female protagonist basically has to figure out how to survive in that like scenario against the predator. So you're using, primitive weapons, things of that nature. But just a really cool concept, and me and Kayla are both sucker for like the Alien / Predator universe. So really
the pieces
excited.
Are all there to have a great Predator movie. So
it looks just great. Has a great tagline, that like they hunt to live, it lives to hunt. That kind of stuff. I almost wish with how kind of under the radar they've had it with marketing and stuff that they didn't even reveal that it's Predator, really. Like, if you're just watching it, I know they can't do that, but how cool would it have been to, be watching it and like, oh shit, this is a fucking Predator movie.
The big reveal, yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be dope. It's probably my most anticipated thing on this list to check out for sure.
I think in the age of like social media and stuff, that could, I don't know how it all works, with like how people log into Hulu and decide what they want to check out or something. But like, yeah, I feel like there could be a groundswell if you didn't say it's a Predator movie. You just, Prey, a new horror movie called Prey set in, Comanche Indian tribe or whatever. And then all of a sudden people start watching it and it's a fucking Predator movie. I think that could, that could like catch some wildfire. But it's a Predator movie. We know it. We're excited. August 5th. Yeah. It'll be great. Bodies, Bodies, Bodies coming to theaters August 5th as well. Pete Davidson and a bunch of like sorority girls, it seems, are playing a deadly game in a big ass house where the power went out.
You must have watched the newest trailer for the Kardashians or something.
Yes.
Eric. Are you sure you watched? Okay.
This is Bodies, Bodies, Bodies is the subtitle of Kardashian season 32 or something like that. I don't know. I think this just looks like, it seems like it's got a lot of comedic, like just campy ass horror stuff, and just looks fun. Looks like a murder mystery kind of thing, but it very much like, millennial Gen Z kind of bent to it.
And if I also told you it's by A24, it's like, huh.
Right.
That always piques my interest too. Just seeing that logo. Yeah.
You're like, that means there's going to be something significant in there.
Yeah, it's just a group of people that decide they're going to play like a real life version of Among Us, it seems, or like Werewolf, if you ever played that, and shit goes bad, and people are dying.
Yeah.
Horror comedy. I could use one of those. So
give me more.
This is on. Oh, it's theatrical. No, never mind.
Mind.
I'm not going to see that.
I feel like this is another one that'll be a $4 rent, like
down the line.
Count of
It'll
three.
come soon too. If it even comes to HBO Max, it won't take very long.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah. Maybe not a theatrical one like the next one here. I think I'll be seeing this one in theaters. Bullet Train. The last of the August 5th. I think I've seen this whole movie based on just the trailer of the about 16-minute trailer that they show in front of, I think, every movie.
Every movie, yeah.
Yeah, I think when we watched Turning Red, there was like a Bullet Train trailer, I think. Which is weird because we watched it on Disney Plus, but aside from the fact that I think I know every beat of this movie, Brad Pitt's an assassin on a train in Japan, and there's other like crime families or something also on this train. Hell yeah, give me it.
Yeah, I think there's like 5 assassins all vying to get this, package or briefcase or something like that, and I don't know. I just love that kind of setting. I love Snowpiercer, just action on a train. Speaks to me. I'm all about it.
No train problems for you.
Never.
What do you think, Kayla? Has the trailer dissuaded you?
No. I try to ignore trailers now.
Good rule of thumb on that, man.
I don't need to see them.
Well, I'm sure, let's see, in front of, probably in front of Prey, when we watch that on Hulu, we'll probably see the Bullet Train trailer. Sure. I think they're sneaking it into breakfast cereals now. We've got to wait all the way to August 10th, from August 5th to August 10th, for the next thing on our list. And we brought Mike on. We weren't going to bring him on this episode.
I begged.
But, he begged, he pleaded. Coming to Disney Plus, Bluey Season 3. What is this, Mike?
Bluey is a children's show meant for pretty small children, like preschool age or so. It's about a group of these like bipedal dogs, Australian show, and it is just great. If you're a parent out there and you're sick of your kid watching fucking Peppa Pig, which is just fucking trash, I fucking hate Peppa Pig. This show is the opposite of that. It's modern. It has like a great sense of humor to it. The animation's really great. The situations that like the parents get into with dealing like things like extra screens and this kid's a little different and stuff, and just the imagination that the characters play with and stuff. It's just great. I was so happy when the kids kind of discovered it and started watching it, and it has supplanted fucking Peppa at the moment, which I am eternally grateful for. So God bless our brothers and sisters down under for making this one.
Between Peppa Pig being, I think, British, right, and Bluey being Australian, do you think like your kids are just gonna have weird accents growing up? Like, is that just gonna be a thing?
They watch like the show called Creeped Out on Netflix, which is like a British Are You Afraid of the Dark kind of anthology show. The Investigators or something like that, which is like kind of like a British like fucking little
Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, something like they're solving school level kind of mysteries. Like
I like those.
It's good. It's good. There's a lot of good stuff on there. So yeah, they're gonna be flying like Mary Poppins here soon. I think.
Dig it. They'll have the weird. What the hell's the chimney sweep guy?
Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke. Yeah, they'll have the Dick Van Dyke version of the accent.
I'm a chimney sweep. There.
I hope at least one of them. Just one. Oh, that's good. So that's August 10th, Bluey Season 3 coming to Disney Plus. The next one we've already talked about, also coming to Disney Plus August 10th. I Am Groot. It's 5 shorts featuring Groot, if you didn't get that, from the MCU. Kind of a nothing character without his buddies. We'll see if he can do it solo. But yeah. If I get maybe a tinge of Guardians humor there, I'm in for it.
The short part of it has me like feeling good, because if it's just quick little, it's five little shorts. The kids they love eating up all those shorts on Disney Plus that are before every Pixar movie. They watch those a lot. Yeah, they're all really well made, and I hope these can have the same quality as those.
Oh yeah. It's I Am Groot, Disney Plus, August 10th. The next day, we get 2 video game releases. We haven't talked, I don't know at all if we've talked about Rumbleverse, but that's coming out of, it's been in like open beta for a while, and it's coming officially to everything. So that's PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, and PC. So that's August 11th, Rumbleverse. This is a battle royale game where instead of using guns, as is customary, you're using wrestling moves. It's kind of a wrestling-themed, over-the-top, very arcadey, cartoonish battle royale game. Kind of a cool concept. I've heard good things from like the open beta for people who've checked it out. I have not touched it at all, but just looks cute. Looks like the costumes are fun. I saw like a giant cat character, which really caught my eye. A lot of verticality. Looks like you're climbing buildings and doing suplexes off of the top of buildings and stuff. Have you checked this out at all, Mike?
I haven't played it. I think I'm going to when it goes 1.0. This is from Iron Galaxy, Chicago Zone. And creators of Dive Kick. They did that Killer Instinct reboot. And this looks really rad. Just the name of the city alone, Grappital City. It's just... They got me there, and yeah, like a cool battle royale brawler. I'm into it. Seems like really fun, customizable character stuff in there. And if you're part of the Giant Bomb community, Dave Lang and Adam Boyes, big part of this over there at Iron Galaxy, and I'm all for supporting them. They're pretty cool guys. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Off the top of your head, Kayla, top 5 wrestlers. Your favorites?
Oh,
Big Badger Boss.
I know you're a big Sting fan. I remember.
No. Allison Brie?
Yes. Hey, there you go.
Zoya.
Very good.
Zoya, thank you.
I love it. Allison Brie might come up later on this very episode. Also, August 11th, coming to PS4, PS5, and PC, Cult of the Lamb. This was one we all kind of dug from Summer of Gaming, Jeff Keighley Fest, E3, not really, times. It's explain this one to me, Mike. Explain Cult of the Lamb.
Oh, it's so cute.
So the trailer is like this backpacking, I think like a little bear cub or something, and they're struggling in the wild, and Lamb character kind of saves them, helps them out, and brings them back to their little village, and you see other characters, kind of just maintaining the grounds, and next thing you know, they're burying a body, and like... It's a cult, and it looks like a Stardew kind of Harvest Moon kind of aspect to it, where you're kind of growing crops and stuff and doing all sorts of little odd jobs and things, but then you're also performing like satanic rituals and summoning demons in the middle of your city, and you have to deal with that, and it just has a great, cool, cute art style mixed with like the, satanic overtones. I don't know. I really dig it. It looks all.
Yeah, I had said it looks like Stardew Valley crossed with The Binding of Isaac. And
good count.
I think it's roguelike, right? Like, is it procedurally generated or anything like that? It kind of looks like it might be.
I'm not sure. I've kind of not looked at too much gameplay. That initial kind of pitch was enough to sell me on it. And I think it's coming to Switch, I believe. So I'll probably pick it up there. And I've always kind of wanted. I tried Stardew, and it's just a lot, with all the kind of day to day, like just kind of doing that day in day out grind kind of thing. I hope this one is. I don't know. I hope the aesthetics and everything are enough to get me over that hump, and I could really sink my teeth into it. You guys think you're gonna play this one?
I'd like to.
Nice, hell yeah.
Yeah, Kayla, you've kind of, every time we've checked it out, seen the different trailers, we watched a little bit of gameplay trailer this morning. You've been pretty smitten with this one.
Yeah, it looks really cute.
It does. It really does. I hope you can pick which kind of animal and stuff. I bet it will be, but I hope you get to kind of customize that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, looks pretty cool. So that's Cult of the Lamb coming to PS4, PS5, PC August 11th. The next day, August 12th, we're getting one movie and a show. So A League of Their Own is getting a series on Amazon Prime. This looks to be just like a retelling of the movie A League of Their Own. And it's based on a true story, so it's a retelling of history. But if you're not familiar, this is the all-female baseball league that was started during World War II when the men were off fighting the war, and follows. I assume the TV show also follows the Rockford Peaches, which were like a legitimate team that had some success in the Chicagoland area, and just kind of looks fun. Like it gave me like Glow vibes. Kayla mentioned Allison Brie as her favorite wrestler. It kind of gave me that idea, just like a bunch of funny women together, doing a sport. And it just looked like kind of, and like it seems like there's all the heartwarming moments and stuff that you're looking for too. Yeah. What? You were the one who suggested this, Mike. I wasn't aware that they were doing anything with the League of Their Own.
I had heard about it. The pod we both love, the Rewatchables, did the movie version recently, and they have a category like, could this be remade into a 8-episode Netflix show? And they were like, oh, it already is. I'm like, oh, really?
Oh wow.
And it's got a cool cast. I really like Darcy Carden. She's Janet on The Good Place. She's on Barry. Nick Offerman is like the coach. I'm not sure if he's gonna be like the same Tom Hanks character or if they're just kind of doing a blank slate on all that. But I really like that movie, and this one's got I don't know, it's got to come correct. Like Gina Davis is great in that. Tom Hanks is so good in that. Madonna's even really good.
Yeah, Rosie. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. And what do you guys really like that movie, right?
I'm a big fan. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
you too, Kayla?
Nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
nice. You guys gonna check this out? You think?
I think so.
Yeah, it's on our long list. Gosh, Ozark needs to go faster. No, yeah, this will be fun. So yeah, that's A League of Their Own coming to Amazon Prime August 12th. Same day, coming to Netflix, Day Shift. I told Kayla this morning, we rewatched the trailer for this one. I hope they lean into, seems like there's 3 central characters. You got Jamie Foxx as the lead, looks like his sidekick, and like maybe comedic sidekick is Dave Franco. And then we've got Snoop Dogg. I said, I hope they lean into the Jamie Foxx and Dave Franco of it all, and not the Snoop Dogg of it all. But jury's still out. What did you think of this, Kayla?
Well, with that being said, I hope it's got some good music. I mean, I can get behind like some Snoop Doggy Dogg background music while vampire killing's happening. I think everybody knows Snoop Dogg's not like an actor.
I hope the people who made this movie know that.
Have you not seen Baby Boy? I mean, come on. Car Wash with Dr. Dre.
Starsky and Hutch, right?
Oh yeah, he's Huggy Bear in that. I forgot about that. No, I'm hoping I work the night shift when this one comes out, and I can avoid this shit. I don't think this one's gonna be great, but
Oh man, we both love Dave Franco, me and Kayla, and Jamie Foxx. We've all said how great Jamie Foxx is.
love Jamie.
Yeah,
He's got quite a arc, that Jamie
I
Foxx.
feel bad for him that he's in it, but
well, he'll be hunting some vampires in Day Shift, coming to Netflix August 12th. August 16th, we're getting Rollerdrome to PS4, PS5, and PC. This was another one that kind of stood out to all of us during the summer game fest of it all. Kind of, what would you call it? Like pencil-drawn cell shading? Would that be like the proper definition of the art style?
if you've
Sounds good to me.
the game Sable, it looks like they just stole that exact art style, slap that character with some rollerblades and a shotgun, and said, "Have at it." It looks really cool.
Yeah, it's like Tony Hawk with a shotgun. It's very good. As far as gameplay wise, it looks like it's very much based. It's in the future. It's like looks to be like maybe a post-apocalypse future, Mad Max slash what's that called? Rollerball, right? I think that's what they're kind of the aesthetic they're going for. But there's some kind of, or like Death Race or something like that. But it looks like there's a new sport in the future where people roller skate and fight to the death. And the gameplay is a mix of that, like doing tricks on your roller skates, but also shooting a lot of double pistols and stuff like that. With the cool art style to boot. Looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, Game Informer released like a quick preview. I guess an embargo went up on a demo or something, and the guy said like, I missed like posting this like when the embargo lifted because I was having so much fun with it. Like he says he really came away saying that it feels great. The action's cool. I guess it's like you're trying to take out other characters in these like skate park maps, and you do tricks to reload your weapons. That's how you get more ammo. So you're just trying to like create these lines basically of like, okay, I'm going to shoot this guy over here. I'm going to do like some spins over here, reload real fast, get these two guys. Like it sounds cool. And I'm glad that this kind of game could be around again, like with Skate Story coming out later too. And we need more stuff like this, more extreme sport games.
Yeah, we do. So that's Rollerdrome, PS4, PS5, and PC, August 16th. All right, and August 17th, we got She-Hulk Attorney at Law coming to Disney+. We've talked a lot about this, especially on our MCU episodes. This and Wakanda Forever are going to wrap up Phase 4, right? I got to get all these phases right. So there should be something here. There's already been some speculation about Ghost Rider. There's a poster or something seen in the trailer for Ghost Rider. So, we don't got to dwell on She-Hulk too much. We've talked about the bad CGI and whatnot, but I'm mildly interested, as I am with all MCU stuff, I
just had an idea, like when you said like Ghost Rider, like why can't this show just be Harvey Birdman, but for fucking Marvel? Like just, Ghost Rider fucking ran somebody over. He needs a good lawyer to get him out of this, or something like. I don't know. I would like that kind of spin on it better than Ally McBeal, but we'll see.
What if season 2 could be a whole She-Hulk saves people. I dig it. She-Hulk and Charlie Cox.
I saw a great like what if comic from back in the day. It was what if Professor X was Ghost Rider. It was like Ghost Rider in the wheelchair.
Oh my god! Sounds like a Mad Magazine.
Like, oh man,
it's like a Mad Magazine skit or something.
Well, that's what if was. It was like it was. What if this character was that character? So, yeah,
that's fun. Such She-Hulk attorney at law Disney Plus.
Where did she hurt you?
Oh boy, starting early today. August 18th, Tekken Bloodline coming to Netflix. Looks like the gang's all here. It's got all the Tekken characters, all the Tekken moves. That trailer definitely showed off all of the stuff you like if you're a Tekken fan. What'd you think of this, Kayla? I don't know if I really got your pulse on this one.
It's different. It looks different enough to where it could have potential, I guess. It doesn't exactly sound like something you could make an entertaining show with just by like being burned on certain just ideas, but it looks like it doesn't take itself too seriously and can be fun that way.
Yeah, I mean, that's the Tekken series in a nutshell, just ridiculous storylines that go on forever and kind of don't make any sense for the most
fighting,
part.
That's what fighting games are, and it's been challenging to make those things into shows and movies, so...
I really like that art style. It looks like that first episode of Star Wars Vision, that Samurai one. It has that real slick, clean, like sharp, I think is the word I'm looking for, like anime style. And I hope it can do what Mortal Kombat kind of failed to do and give me an awesome fucking tournament. Like, I love that kind of storyline done well, you know, like love Bloodsport, love the tournaments in Dragon Ball. Give me that. Give me some. You get to see fucking Heihachi being an asshole to Jin and shit. Like, man. And I want to see the moves. I want to see, you know. I wanna see it all.
Yeah, I think you could have a good tournament because Tekken's got so many cool but kind of disposable characters. Like if they want to like have King kill Yoshimitsu or something in a cool way, like. That's just going to be cool. No one's really going to care. You know, you can just do that kind of thing. It'd be a lot of fun. So.
Another quick aside, I'm sorry, but we went to
it.
Galloping Ghosts recently, and Greg fucking saw the Tekken 3 cabinet. We walked up to it. He picks, you'll love this, Eric, he picked Law right away.
It's the pick.
He discovered that fucking backflip move instantly and just fucking he fell in love, right? He's a Tekken head. He's a tech head.
Well, I've got a favorite amongst your kids now, so that's cool. I'm glad that this happened.
We've been kind of playing some Tekken 7, and he's been really, really digging it.
Oh, man. Show him Tekken 4, you know, the best one.
Oh, no.
So that's Tekken Bloodline coming to Netflix on August 18th. Hopefully more good animation from Netflix. Big fan of their animation so far. August 19th, we're getting 2 movies. One's coming to theaters. One, I'm not quite sure where it's coming, to tell you the truth. Beast is coming to theaters. This is an Idris Elba-led, kind of feels like a throwback movie to me. This feels very much like a 90s kind of man against nature
The
Beast
movie.
Yeah, right. So it's Idris Elba and his family seem to be taking a trip to somewhere in Africa. They get turned around in some way, shape, or form. They seem to be doing like a safari type situation, and there's a big-ass lion that attacks them, destroys their car, strands them, and they've got to figure out how to deal with this lion. Love Idris. He's going to come up later on this episode. And the concept's just cool. I don't know if this is one I want to like run out to theaters to see necessarily, but definitely one of those that might be like an easy watch. Just one of those really a throwback. I mentioned it's like a throwback. There's just a bunch of movies that used to come out like this, Man Against Nature, that I was really liked, especially in like the mid 90s. Have you seen this trailer as many times as we have, Mike?
I just caught it before Nope.
Okay.
And it left me feeling like, has Idris Elba ever been in a good movie? Like, we love him. Like, he's great. But when you really think about it, like, what's a good Idris movie? Besides Sonic 2? Like, is that his apex right now? Is Knuckles? Like,
No, Ragnarok. It's not his movie, but he's in it,
Yeah, Heimdall's in that movie for 10 minutes. Like, I don't know. I'm just waiting, I'm just Dark Tower bombed. Like, that was
when they release The Wire theatrically, that'll be his best movie. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, so he's just a small screen guy then. All right, that's fine. He can dominate that area. But this movie is not for me. Not for me. The Revenant, it is not.
Ooh. What do you think, Kayla?
I would watch it. I wouldn't really. It's not gonna be a thing I try to go see the day it comes out in theaters.
I don't think anyone is.
Yeah, it's there. I would probably watch it if it was on. I do enjoy Idris, but I don't know. I'll see what the reviews say. I don't know. Because it seems like in the preview they like literally make a point to say like, oh, a lion doesn't do this, and then they show them being attacked by a lion. So I'm confused about what that means.
Super lion.
Yeah, it's
Liger.
It's a stealth sequel to Congo. If you guys didn't catch it, it is. Yeah, they've been.
Oh, don't you dare! Don't you? The masterpiece that is Congo. Do not put them in the same category.
So also August 19th, Spin Me Round. It's an IFC film, and I saw an AMC Plus logo, so I'm assuming it's coming to AMC Plus. I don't know if there's going to be a theatrical release.
Theaters and AMC Plus.
Theaters and AMC Plus. So Spin Me Round is from the same writer-director as The Little Hours, stars Aubrey Plaza and Alison Brie, also from The Little Hours, a movie that I quite enjoyed, about a bunch of nuns doing some crazy raunchy stuff. This one, Alison Brie is like part of like an Olive Garden type restaurant, and apparently like how
manager, right?
And like they give an all expenses paid trip to Florence to learn to cook for like the best manager or whatever. So that's the setup. She goes there and gets kind of sucked into what looks to be like a murder mystery. So it's a romance thriller that looks to be super quirky. She meets Aubrey Plaza, who's just Aubrey Plaza at this point, right? Like there's one speed. Right?
No, this is Foxy Plaza. This isn't quite like Girl's Got Confidence in this.
Okay.
She is not Ingrid in this one.
Yeah, while she's still quirky and weird, but she seems more like confident and plotty. She seems like she's pulling strings.
Yeah. This one I just have on here based solely on the director and the two central characters. Like I'm just like, okay, we're reuniting these people that I enjoyed on screen in The Little Hours and putting them in what looks to be a interesting location at very least. So that's.
This is supposed to be more rom-com-y?
I think so, but the trailer also made it seem like there's like a murder happening or something that like Alison Brie has to figure out. So it's like it's an odd like mix of those things. But yeah, I think it is going for a rom-com.
Yeah, I think it's lightly rom-com. I think it's part of the mix.
The setup and then
the
murder. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to check this one out more so than Beast for sure, but
I agree.
I like those two gals,
Yes,
right.
Great. So
love it. So that's Spin Me Round, apparently coming to theaters and AMC Plus August 19th. August 21st, this is the big one for me. House of the Dragon. We've talked about it, HBO Max. Great trailer recently. This is the prequel series, if you're not familiar, to Game of Thrones. And it looks just as big, winding, wonderful fantasy as Game of Thrones. Just stick the landing. That's all you got to do. And I'm there. HBO Max doesn't miss. We've talked about it. And that's it. I'm just thoroughly excited for this one.
Man, he's wearing some sick ass dragoon armor. That Matthew Smith. I really like that armor.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna check it out too, of course. But I don't know. I'm. It's gonna have to sell me real fast because I don't really have any kind of, skin in the game as far as like the past of Game of Thrones. So we'll see.
How about you, Kayla?
I want to see it. I hope it does well. I have some hold back, if you will.
Yeah, you're just concerned with how Game of Thrones kind of wet the bed.
Yeah, I want to see. I mean, what it's going to be about. What's going to go into it. It's obviously got the budget, which is nice and helpful. I like the costumes. I like the sets. The dragons. Definitely into dragons. Big fan. But I don't want the story to be cringy. I don't know why. I kind of feel like it could be.
Well, I do think in like the Targaryens, right? Like there is some cringy stuff in their history. I think so.
It's cringy. Yeah, I'm kind of concerned about the subject matter.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the showrunners was quoted like, well, due to the time period, sexual violence was definitely rapid at that time. And it's like, what, dude? Like,
oh no.
Come on.
and let's capture it in CinemaScope. Let's do it.
Yeah,
that's
so
great.
But I mean, they were working on like 3 different kind of spin-off series, and this is the one that stuck. So there's got to be some value in that, like as far as its quality. So
yeah. Oh yeah. So that's House of the Dragon, HBO Max. At very least, we're gonna see some really cool ass armor coming August 21st. The 23rd of August, we're getting Saints Row, the reboot of the series, coming to everything, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series, and PC. This looks kind of cool. I've never played any of the Saints Row games. I've been, they've been, kind of battling GTA for a long time as, similar kind of genres. Kind of fell off the GTA series, but this has got me pretty interested in its mix of realistic crime and just over the top violence and action. Looks kind of interesting, and ultimate customization. Watched about an 8-minute video of it, a preview, and got me more interested than I was going into this. What did you think of that preview, Kayla?
It made that world the most interesting I've ever felt. I'm generally not interested in any Saints Row GTA style-esque things.
Right.
Not usually up my alley.
Yeah, this one looks like it's revamping that in a lot of ways. What's your take on Saints Row, Mike?
I've never touched a single one. Back in the day when GTA was king, top of the pops, I was Saints Row. Fuck that. That's not GTA. I'm Rockstar, baby. I never played 3 or Get Out of Hell or any of supposed to be fantastic games. I just never got around to those, and I think this one's not going for that over the top humor like those were. So who knows? I don't. There's definitely a space for this game now. Like, GTA 6 is probably 5 years away. So if they could pull off something cool, I might check this out. Not really on my radar though. Not something I'm hugely anticipating.
Yeah. Yeah, not anticipating either. I think it could be a huge game, though. Like, we're kind of in a little bit of a lull for, like, bigger games and things of that nature. And this one, if it's any good, I think it could have a huge following. Saints Row games have done well in the past, and like you said, we're not getting a new GTA anytime soon. So this one could be a big late summer, early fall kind of seller, at least. A lot of people talking about it, a lot of people playing it. Feel like it'll be great on social media. People do weird stuff with the physics and things of that nature, at least video worthy stuff. So that's Saints Row coming to everything August 23rd. Mike suggested this one. It wasn't on my radar, but coming to Prime August 26th, Samaritan, starring Sylvester Stallone. Still looking good for an old man. What's this one about, Mike?
This is kind of like a superhero origin story of like an unassuming garbage man who's secretly a Captain America-esque kind of hero, the Samaritan. Yeah, he's got super strength and stuff. Like, there's a part in the trailer where he gets hit by a car and he just kind of like his body kind of just like cracks and heals itself in a cool kind of way. And yeah, he like befriends this young child who kind of just like puts the pieces together. Like, hey, you're this guy, aren't you? Homeboy from Game of Thrones, the fucking is like
Euron
the villain.
Greyjoy.
Yeah, that dude. He was great in Game of Thrones. I hope he can be good in this. Same director as Overlord, which I always meant to see.
I dug Overlord. Overlord's pretty good. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that was that Nazi zombie kind of movie. Wyatt Russell's in that, I believe.
Yes.
And I don't know. It just seemed like could be like a decent VOD kind of movie. Again, probably not going to see it in a theater or anything, but I don't know. I'm always rooting for Sly. Just something I've always always rooting for him.
Hell yeah.
Daybreak, I love Daybreak.
Night Shift, you mean? Is that the one you're talking about?
No.
What did you think of this one, Kayla?
Samaritan?
Yeah. Or we could talk about Daybreak if you want.
It didn't really give me too much in the trailer, which I guess can be a good thing. Seems like he's struggling with something, but they didn't show like a big bad or anything, did they?
Well, the guy from
Oh right, you guys did
Game of Thrones. Yeah, I don't know that guy's name.
Yeah, I guess it was still kind of like, what's his deal though?
Yeah, I think the most compelling thing for me was that it seems like it's like 20 years after he's kind of stopped being a superhero and stuff. So that was just compelling. Like, okay, what made him stop? Seems like there's some kind of tragic event or something. And what's going to make him kind of jump back in? I mean, it's not exactly the same setup as Demolition Man, but it's still like, I'm like, okay, this is kind of Demolition Man-esque, like I feel like a guy out of time, out of touch maybe with the world. But yeah,
he's just Rocky again, like just retired for a long time. No, some people know who he is. Guys, blah blah blah, and he can do a Yo Adrian every now and then. Well, we're not going to have him much longer,
No.
So let's appreciate Sly while we can.
It's surprising he's never been a superhero to the best of my knowledge, right? Like, we've never seen
Guardians a little bit. He's got some cameo Guardian stuff, but yeah, other than that, he's just Dread or, Demolition Man, like you said, kind of just action hero, superhero kind of stuff.
Yeah, so that's Samaritan coming to I think theaters and Prime on August 26th. I saw a Prime logo on that one.
Oh, that's good. I will definitely check that out on Prime.
Yeah. August 30th, not Shredder's Revenge. This is TMNT, the Cowabunga Collection, coming to PS4, Xbox One, Xbox Series, PC, and Switch. This is a collection of basically every Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game ever, including some things that came on like Game Boy and whatnot. A lot of stuff I was not familiar with. But yeah, these are mostly just those classic Turtles beat 'em ups, some Turtles fighting games as well. Big collection, a lot of different stuff, but I don't know, when I just got Shredder's Revenge and really enjoyed it, it's kind of like, why do I want to go back? I don't know. Not that nostalgic that I need to play like
Maybe
Turtles in Time.
Maybe it fuels the excitement, like, oh, I'll check out more.
Yeah, it could be, especially, I guess new kids maybe who have like just played Shredder's Revenge and have never played maybe a beat 'em up before, or never played Turtles beat 'em up specifically. You could show them the history of look how far we've come in that world, kind of thing. A lot of bad games though, Mike. A lot of bad TMNT games.
Yeah, I'm kind of right where you're at, where Shredder's Revenge was really good. Like, it's the best Turtles beat 'em up, and then to put a $40 price tag on this and play, the Manhattan Project or something, like, I'm not looking forward to doing that. When this was announced, I was excited because I thought Shredder's Revenge was so far out, and this would come out. It would kind of satiate that hunger for cool turtle stuff. But man, I just can't justify that price tag. I love Turtles in Time, don't get me wrong. And there's, you get the arcade version in this of that. You get Super Nintendo, and you get Hyperstone Heist, the Genesis version. The Game Boy ones on here be like a fun oddity for me to check out. And there's I never knew there was an NES version of Tournament Fighters. I don't know how they made the NES, but yeah, I my advice would just play Shredder's Revenge again. I don't know. It's very good.
So coming to everything, August 30th. What's this? I've got a note here. Just play Shredder's Revenge, it says. But no, TMNT, the Cowabunga Collection, coming August 30th. And the 31st, wrapping up the month, we got two real interesting ones. So I'm going to start with 3,000 Years of Longing. Was not familiar with this one, coming to theaters. Another Idris joint, but more importantly, a Tilda Swinton joint, who I adore. I think she's fantastic. And she opens up a genie lamp. She goes to Istanbul, and which is no longer Constantinople, folks. She goes and opens up a genie's lamp, and Idris Elba's a genie, guys. What else do we need? This is by George Miller of Fury Road fame, of Mad Max fame, I should say. Just Mad Max of all shapes and sizes. Looks trippy as hell. That was what really drew me to this one. This looks wild. How about you, Kayla? What did you think of this trailer?
This is the Idris movie that I do want to see. Of course, it adds that Tilda Swinton's in it, but it looks just kind of really wacky. Different spins on genies or djinns. Djinns are really in right now. There are like djinns in like 4 different things right now. So that's interesting. I like kind of changing up the script on fairy tales, if you will. So I'm excited.
Thank you for the episode title. Djinns are in.
Djinns. Great. This one's got a really cool style to it. I believe, like, she busts open this antique lamp and, Idris comes out and he's like regaling her with these ancient stories because she doesn't know what to wish for, kind of thing. And one of them like looks a lot like 300, like the whole kind of lens flary kind of look to that. That kind of caught my eye. I seen reviews for it though, and I don't think this one's breaking the Idris curse. I don't know. Like reviews have not been stellar for this one, which is a shame because I love Tilda too. I'll bring up Snowpiercer again because I love Snowpiercer. She's great. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe this one needed a couple more years in the oven. Maybe 3,000 wasn't enough. I don't know. We'll see.
So the style you mentioned kind of makes me think of A24 actually.
A little bit. I mean, it looks funky, looks wild. But I think at least we're gonna get kind of a visual spectacle. I think definitely the trailer shows that, and that's what George Miller is kind of known for. So we're gonna get some cool visual stuff, maybe some fun Idris Elba and Tilda Swinton, and in a crap movie. You know, hey, that's fine. It's fine on a Sunday night. 3,000 Years of Longing coming to theaters August 31st, and the final thing, August 31st, Andor. Coming to Disney Plus. This is the prequel to Rogue One, following the Cassian Andor character from that movie. Gosh, what's the guy? It's Diego Luna, right? Good looking gentleman there. Cool. This looks really good. I'm really surprised. I was not interested in this storyline. I think watching Rogue One again helped maybe a little bit, because I remember seeing that in theaters and being really underwhelmed, aside from like the cool Vader stuff, the 1 minute of Vader. Watching it again, I think I get it. I think I get what people like, because when it came out, people were
rebels, Eric. She rebels. Okay.
She does.
Read between the lines. All right.
I don't think it's an important movie, but I think Rogue One's a cool movie, and I think Andor as well will be cool. I think that's a cool period of time. Hopefully no more freaking Skywalkers. I hope they don't just like they have the ability to put Darth Vader in this. They have the ability to put Obi-Wan or something in this, but I hope they don't. I hope this is a boots on the ground rebellion show. And that's what I want in Star Wars right now. I don't want any more Skywalkers.
There's
no
enough.
More Skywalkers, right, Kayla? No more?
There's enough.
Only Lego Skywalkers.
Yeah, I think I'm going to wait for the Lego Andor to come out before I don't know. Who's asking for this character? Like, who's really? Come on. Give me a Watto show before fucking Andor. Like,
see, that's the thing. I definitely do not give a shit about Cassian Andor as like a character or whatever. I think they did enough just in that movie in Rogue One to say like, oh, he's like a get the job done no matter what kind of thing. Like the first scene of him in that movie was like him murdering a dude for information or whatever. After he got the information, just like murders a dude and stuff, which isn't like standard Star Wars fare for a hero. But I find the like early days of the rebellion and all of that to be just like a cool period of time and something that I like want more of, and less of the Skywalker of it all.
I'm just so kind of checked out on Star Wars personally, but I hope it gives the fans what they're looking for after Book of Boba Fett was really rough and Obi-Wan was just kind of middling to me. So maybe it can get over the hump. I don't know.
It's oversaturated.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a big old giant galaxy, they're really, I don't know. There's not too much interesting going on in the stars far, far away. But
so,
we'll see.
August 31st, back to Tatooine, Andor on Disney Plus. And that wraps up August, folks. That's a long list. We have, I've got it by letter here. I got a nice little. We went down from A to X. We have that many things in my bullet points here. So that's quite a bit coming this August.
What's everybody's top thing?
Probably good. Oh man, I think House of the Dragon is what I'm most excited for, but I have a feeling that Bodies could be my jam. I could really enjoy, like, I could see that and be like, I think I really dug this.
Kayla?
That's tough. I got two that I'm having trouble, like, picking between.
Give me both.
Well, Bullet Train, we've talked about a lot, being excited about already. So Bullet Train.
Okay.
But I'm also really excited for Cult of the Lamb.
Oh, okay. Man, I thought all three of us would be Prey. I thought that one would be out of the park. I can't wait for that. That's mine.
Sure. Well, we mentioned Bodies, Bullet Train, and Prey, and those are all coming out on the same day.
They are.
Hey, that could be a great fucking day. That could be day of the year.
That's day one of C2E2, though. I'll be busy.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
All weekend, I'll be busy. I won't be watching movies.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Holy shit. All right, we're bringing the laptop.
Putting these
and
things
we're
in the
staying up
calendar. Those are like all theatrical. Well, Bodies.
Prey's on Hulu. Yeah.
Just get your Hulu login on the hotel TV.
Yeah.
Dig it. So August is interesting. It's maybe I say it every time. Every month has just been full of cool shit. So keeps this show going. Keeps the lights on. So that was episode 88 of The Machine of Nonsense. How about you join the conversation, folks? We've got an email address now, machineofnonsense@gmail.com. If you want to hear your voice in this pod, anchor.fm/machineofnonsense. You can leave us a voicemail there. We'd love to hear from you. Leave us an email. Join us on social media, Facebook fan page called Monstars. We just posted all from episode 87. We did our MCU X-Men fan casting. We've had a lot of conversations there about some of the picks. Some are very much loved, some are maybe a little maligned, but we got them all there, all of our picks for the upcoming X-Men movie in Phase 7 or whatever. If you haven't seen them, check them out. Shia LaBeouf is Wolverine, folks.
I really liked Tony Ortega's pick for Wolvie. He was on my short list, and I agree that actor would be fantastic.
Who was that guy? I'm not familiar with him.
He's from Letterkenny. He's the main character in that, and he's just like a rough and tumble kind of guy who likes to mix it up with folks, and he ain't got a lot to say, but when he does, it's normally something worth hearing. So
I like it. So yeah, check out all of our X-Men fan casting over on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. That's episode 88 in the books. We're getting out of here and we're saying goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye in Australian.
Good day, mate.
Oh, good stuff. All right.
Good day, good evening, good night.
Yep. That's how they say it.